All right, we are here at my favorite range with some of my favorite stuff, including my newest addition to my range day setup, which is this bag by TIDEWE. They sent me this, I don't know, it's got to been over a month ago now, and it has survived at least 5 range day sessions outside in the elements, as well as on the indoor ranges. I pack so much stuff into this bag, and I want to show you. I want to tell you about it. So this thing has so many pockets, so many places to jam this thing packed. And I have everything from snacks to magazines to firearms to ammo, eye protection, ear protection, cleaning stuff. I literally have everything you could possibly imagine in this bag. So let's do an unloading. We'll do a loadout. So in this top compartment, I have all of my ear protection. So usually I have my shell shocks in there, but I'm at the range and there's active shooting. So I've got my ear protection on, and I've got my walkers, another set of walkers, and oh, look at that, another set of walkers. Before shell shocks, I've been a walkers girl my whole 2A journey. And anytime I bring other folks out, instead of having them pay the little extra fee to have the ear protection, I can just give them some of mine. Next, in this top compartment here, we have a place for eye protection. Usually I don't have to use eye protection because, hello, I wear glasses when I have friends and family and stuff that come out with me. They don't have to pay those extra fees, and they have quality eye protection. These are also from Shell Shock. Thank you to the team over there that just hooks me up with this awesome gear. Interchangeable lenses. It's a whole thing. It's a whole good thing. All right, so that takes care of those 2 top compartments. So next we're gonna look into this front pocket. So I have my handy dandy sleeve that I just throw in there so that I have access to it right away. And this thing is to protect my tattoo that I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on. And being that I am outside in the elements, I want to make sure that this looks good for many, many years to come. So I keep my little sleeve in there, and I will throw it on my arm as soon as I get to the range, so that I'm protected, you know. Also in this front package, I got some hair ties, and then I also have just a bunch of random tools and batteries and whatnot. I could be a little bit more organized with this stuff, but usually it's just a bunch of Allen keys to make adjustments on tripods, because I bring my cameras and stuff with me. I have some bore lasers, so when I need to sight in a red dot, either 223, 556 or 9mm. If I'm needing to make adjustments on a red dot, I have this for my Holosun, and I have these for Holosun as well. So just a bunch of different little tools and stuff that I shove in there. Got another bore laser here. That front pocket is just for tools that I would need access to really quickly and don't want to dig for. And I use them often enough to where it makes sense for them to be in that front pocket. Oh, and some batteries for the bore lasers. All right, going into the back pocket behind there, we've got magazines, more magazines, another magazine, and another magazine. We keep our P320 mags in there. There's also a little back pocket in there as well, and that's where I keep my tools from the SIG guy. I have a couple different SIG firearms, SIG pistols, so it's always nice to have these tools readily available, as well as just some of the extra parts and stuff that either come on the magazines, just the extensions and stuff, or back straps, you know, little knickknacks. They're not tools, but they are kind of interchangeable, so I just keep them in that little package. Next pocket is probably one of the most important pockets in this bag because it carries my snacks. I always have some type of like meat product. I also got some electrolytes. These are from Element. I do kind of cycle through a couple of my favorite ones. This watermelon flavor from Element, top notch. Next we got some fruit bars, fruit snacks. And then I think that's it. So just a combination of stuff that I keep in this bag. I'm usually out on the range for a few hours at a time. Easily get sidetracked without, you know, consuming some calories to keep me going. So it's always nice to keep snacks in the bag. Next pocket, we have my favorite multi-tool. This is the Leatherman Wave Plus. I'm gonna make a video on this thing because it comes in handy. I literally use this in some capacity every day. This is my second one. I keep this one in my range bag, and then I also have one that I keep on my person, or if I'm carrying a bag or something that day for my EDC setup, there is one of these in there. So this really comes in handy for a number of things. So get you a Leatherman. Doesn't have to be the Wave Plus, but just a multi-tool in general, I do highly recommend. That's gonna do it for that front pocket. I do wanna mention that there is a little clip here for keys or whatever. You wanna attach a carabiner to it. You got that option there. Next, we're gonna go to the fun compartment. That's what I call this one. This is where I keep the firearms that have come with me, as well as ammo. So we got 9mm filled to the brim. And then I also have another firearm. This is my Echelon, I believe. Yep, the Echelon 4.0C. I actually have the Siley Optics Chameleon GSRS8 on here with the Streamlight TLR7X. And this is just a phenomenal, sexy, reliable firearm. Usually if I'm doing like a full range day, I'll have a bunch of different firearms in this little pack right here, but we are very focused and intentional about today's range day, and that's all I needed. So that's all that's in that middle compartment. And then to my left, there's a couple different pockets you got on the side. So there's one here, one there, and in this one, we've got magazines. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are all magazines for this guy. This is my Glock 43X MOS. This is what I've been carrying on my person for quite some time now. I did not think I was ever going to be a Glock girl, but this is the one. I've got the Holosun HS507K, the Streamlight TLR7X sub. I got some Talon grip tape on there. I switched out the mag release to a metal one, and I upgraded the magazines to these, what do you call them? The S15s, Shield Arms, the Shield Arm 15 round magazines for this firearm. And then next, in this pocket here, we've just got tools, cleaning supplies. So we got the Q-tips, we got oil, cleaning stuff, we got stuff so that my hands don't stay ashy. And then we also have an actual kit for like cleaning. So we got all the tools in there, as well as the wipes. So there is so much stuff that I've jammed into this bag, it's ridiculous. And we still got a whole nother side to go. Next, in this top compartment here, we have the Mag Lula Up Lula. This is like a non-negotiable. No matter what, this is what I have in any range day bag that I have, because it just saves so much time. It saves you from a bunch of fatigue from loading up magazines, especially if you do mag dumps as often as I do. This is like an essential. One of the newer things that I've added to my range day is the Mantis X10 Elite. I have nothing but great things to say about this and the platform and the team over there. They did send this to me, and I have reaped many, many benefits from keeping this on me and being able to train not only at the range, because this model you can actually train live fire and get that feedback and all that from the Mantis platform, and it's just awesome. It's very small form factor, and I like it. I like it a lot. Here is the Mantis live and in the flesh, or polymer, plastic. Anyway, moving right along. We're gonna switch to the other side. And in this top compartment, we have a rangefinder. This is also from TIDEWE. So when I'm over on the other side and I'm in between where you can actually go and retrieve your targets, it's nice to be able to have this and see what I actually hit, if I actually hit anything, especially if I put it way down, 100 yards or so, I can use this to see where I was actually at. Next, I got some Telesin filters for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I'm usually filming outside, and ND filters are essential pretty much on any camera that I use. I am in the desert. The sun is out and bright, you know, over 300 days out of the year. So it's essential to have stuff to allow you to film and capture great content with the appropriate exposure. So I got these filters from Tellison. I've been using them for months and months and months, and they're great. Also have the charging cable for the rangefinder charger. And as we round this out to the other side, I got a goodie for you guys. Well, it's my goodie, but I'm gonna show you what this stuff is a little later in another video. But thank you, Gun Mag Warehouse, for sending this to me. This is a brand new product that they just launched not too long ago, and we'll get into that at another time. It doesn't really get cold, but when I do need gloves, I keep them in that compartment, so I'm able to do what I gotta do and be able to use my hands and not freeze them. And they are, I think I got these at Costco. Like, they're nothing fancy, they just work. They're by a brand called Head, and yeah, they're just gloves. And last but certainly not least, on the other side, we just got more magazines. I brought out the Echelon today, so we got the big boys, the 15 and the 18 round magazines. So I got like 5 or 6 of those. I try to keep like 5 or 6 magazines for each firearm that I have. The AR-15s, because those are pretty much interchangeable. I have a lot of those. I have a lot of AR-15 magazines, but yeah, that is everything that I fit in this bag today. The quality of this bag is pretty impressive. Had they not sent this to me, this is something that I would have considered purchasing, because I was in need of a new bag at the time. There's just so many places where you can add stuff, and you know, when you're in this space and any other pretty much industry that requires you to have a bag, there's never a time where you can't think of something else to add to it. So it's nice to have those options. The padding on the shoulder straps is really, shoulder straps is really solid. They have MOLLE everywhere, so if you want, you know, to add different things on the outside, you are well in your right to do so. And it's just a solid bag. Even as a content creator, I have a place for my tripod. I can shove it right here and make sure that I have everything that I need. This stuff is heavy. It's not like light. I don't know how many pounds it is, but it's probably, I don't know, 30, 40 pounds worth of stuff, especially when you consider having multiple of those little ammo bags filled to the brim. So it has very breathable padding on the back. So it's just a very comfortable, well-built bag. I don't see any fraying of the stitching or anything. You also got MOLLE up here. And then there's a place for all of your patches. So this is actually the first patch that I ever got. This is from when I purchased my holster from Toaster way back in the day, before they even knew I existed. So I got a place for all my patches, well, some of my patches, including this TIDEWE logo patch on the front. If you are in the need of a range day bag, this is something that I could recommend, hands down, without a doubt. As much stuff as I'm able to jam pack in here, it's an essential bag. They make several different models. I chose this one because I knew I was going to fill it with all my stuff. And it's held up really great thus far. Like I said, I bring it out in the elements. It's sitting out here in the sun for hours and hours at a time, and there's no signs of it breaking down. So I plan to keep this bag around for a long time. I don't see any reason to change it, because like I said, it fits everything that I would possibly need at a range day. And there's going to be an affiliate link down in the description below, and you'll be very happy with your purchase. Thank you to the folks over at TIDEWE. This bag is awesome and highly recommend. Let's go shoot.